Some home products that I've purchased recently that are definitely some favorites, and also that have just added a sense of like ease and calm to my life. There are just so many things in my life personally that cause me stress, that are unnecessary, and that have easy and quick and inexpensive changes. I love these. These have changed my life, honestly, more than I ever would have thought. The next thing, this is a big one. Especially if you're someone who suffers from a certain type of anxiety or depression, you might really connect with this one. Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I'm gonna do a little current favorites video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and this is mostly going to be home things that I've purchased, whether for my kitchen, my bedroom, my bathroom, whatever. Some home products that I've purchased recently that are definitely some favorites, and also that have just added a sense of like ease and calm to my life. You guys know that the last few weeks I have been talking about and working on personally, and God has been working through me to add some calm to my life, to add some organization to my life, and to live a little bit more intentionally. And I just really am changing a lot in my life and in my mindset. And so some of these products, or honestly most of these products, were things that I have put off for months. And I don't know if your anxiety works in a similar way as mine does, but there are some things that I just live with even if they cause me stress. And some of those things can be easily remedied, but I still procrastinate and put off actually changing them. And I don't really know why I do that. And most of that are small things. Like most of the things I'm gonna show you were like under $15. I got them on Amazon or at like a local store. Like it was not difficult to buy them. They were not expensive. It wasn't anything like that. It's just that there are some smaller things in my life that I live with even though they cause me stress, or that I procrastinate for really no reason, even though procrastinating causes even more stress. And so these are some current favorites in the house that I recently bought that, yeah, just kind of alleviate some of that stress. Like they really have. And so I'm going to talk about two things first that I'm not going to physically show you. Like I'm not going to pick up and show you, but I'm going to talk about and just show you like some B-roll. And I want to talk about them first so I don't forget. And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is my new ring light. And so if you can tell, this video, hopefully you can tell, is a little bit brighter than some of my other videos, especially that it's 9 o'clock at night right now. And without the ring light, if I was gonna be filming in my room, hold on, let me get the light. It would look like this. And I would just be like, all right, this is just the lighting in my video. It's not horrible, right? But I recently bought a ring light that also holds my cell phone, which is really handy if I'm like FaceTiming or something. But here, I'm gonna turn the ring light back on. Needs a second to adjust. But like, I just think that looks so much nicer. And it was like maybe $20 from Amazon. So one of the only things over like $15 that I purchased. And I've been doing YouTube for almost 9 years. And I never had a ring light before. Like I literally just bought it maybe a month ago or something around that time. And it honestly, I think personally, has made my life not only less stressful because the lighting is a little bit better in my videos, and because if I'm FaceTiming someone, I can just put the phone up and so I'm not trying to like balance it places, but also it's just something that I think like has decreased my stress, but also has increased maybe the quality of my videos and just increased like a little bit of ease that I have in my life. And so I got a ring light / phone holder, and I'm very excited about that. I'm just going to show you some B-roll of what it looks like. Hello. So that's what it looks like. Just got it on Amazon. Anything I bought on Amazon or I can find the link to, I will link in my description, by the way. So anyway, that's my first current favorite. My second one, which I did a video about this, I don't know, a week or two ago, where I organized my closet, and I showed you that I bought some organizational drawers and bins from Walmart. And individually, the drawers were like $20 each, and then the bins were between $7 and $9 each. And right when I'm filming this video, because I am pre-filming this, I have had my closet organized like this for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or something at this point. And it really just is something that like adds a little bit more like calm to my life, because all of my clothes and my bathing suits and my exercise clothes and everything have a home. They all fit in the drawers really comfortably, and they're not like stuffed in there. And I'm not like, I don't know where this shirt is. I don't know where this shirt is, you know? I really do think that some organizational stuff like that can decrease some of our stress, because Like everything has a home. I know where it is. It's not stuffed in there. And I'm not stressed out when like I can't find a shirt because I know where it is because everything has a home. And so I'm really excited about my closet organization. I'll have that video linked up here if you didn't watch it and you're curious to see, because literally in that video, I show you the bins and I put all my clothes in the bins and I show you how it fits and I show you how I organize everything. And so definitely reorganizing some parts of my life have really decreased my stress lately. And so that is one of those. And so the other things are on my bed. I don't know if you can see my bed, can you? I think maybe you can see Biscuit. He's not a new purchase. I got him like over 8 years ago, but this is Biscuit. Love of my life. I have several stuffed animals. This is Cornbread. Little babies. I have a lot. Okay, but the rest of the things I have on my bed, I don't really have an order, so I'll just show you like whatever's closest to me, I guess. And so the next thing I also showed in a video recently is my pill organizer, which I know might sound silly in a favorites video, but again, this is current favorites / things that have decreased my stress. And this, honestly, a game changer. This was like $9.99 on Amazon. Again, I'll have it linked. And it is a like morning, noon, and night little pill organizer, and it has every single day. And also you can take these out. So like if you're just gonna be gone for the day and you just need one of the days, you can take it out. And I have to refill it, obviously. But I love this thing. It has been really helpful for my supplements. I take vitamins and supplements and I just put them all in here. Love it, love it. Has been really helpful. And honestly, it's really nice quality and pretty big. And this was only $10. Like, I think that was a really good deal and it's really nice. So if you're looking for a pill holder that has 3 times a day, not just 2, this is a good one. Okay, next. These I got a few months ago. So this is like favorites from the last, I don't even know, 3-4 months or something like that. I love these. I know that I've talked about these a couple times too. I love these. These have changed my life. Honestly, more than I ever would have thought, really. These are little wristbands that you wear when you wash your face so the water does not drip down your arms. Okay, and if you're anything like me with my type of anxiety and my type of particular things that I like and I dislike, I hate, and I don't like using that word, but I hate when I wash my face and the water drips down my arms. I hate it, especially if I have sleeves on like this and the water gets in. Oh, I hate it, I hate it. It has literally prevented me from washing my face in the sink for years. Usually I'll wash my face in the shower, and then if I need to wash my face at night or something, because I take showers in the morning generally, if I need to wash my face at night or something, I'll use makeup wipes. Generally, that's what I did before these. Sometimes I'd wash my face, but I would hate it because I'd hate that the water dripped down. And then a few months ago, I bought these. It was a pack of like 6 pairs for $10 for 6 pairs. Weirdly, this specific link that I'm gonna have linked, like the ones that I actually own, there are 6 pairs, but they're a little bit of a different size. Like it's kind of weird. So I actually only wear 4 of the pairs because the other 2 are too big on me. But regardless, even 4 pairs for $10 I think is a really good deal. And they literally just, when you wash your face, and I'm pretty messy with it, when you wash your face, most of the water just sticks in here and it does not drip down my arms. And again, I cannot tell you how exciting that is to me. Seriously, it's very exciting. I love these things. This might be one of my favorite purchases I have made like all year. I love these things. I might buy more. I just never want to be without them because after I wear them once and they're wet and then they air dry, they kind of don't smell great. So I generally just use them once and then wash them, but they're amazing. I love them. I highly recommend these, seriously. Like I recommend a lot of these things depending on what your needs are, but these, everyone, if you wash your face, get these. Okay, so the next thing, what area do we want to go to? Let's say this. Again, another kind of random favorite, but it has helped organize my life so much, and I'm really in a season right now where I'm reorganizing my brain with my mindset and also reorganizing a lot of my life. So that's why in some recent videos, you know, I reorganized my bathroom and my closet and my car, but I don't know if that car video is before this one or after. It might be after, but I'm reorganizing my car, and I think that some of that can be really helpful, and I also think that reorganizing my mindset and my emotions can also be helpful, and then if I do both, it's very helpful. And so this is a receipt organizer. And so since I work for myself doing YouTube, I save all of my receipts for tax purposes. And I usually just would put them, I'm looking at it right now, but I don't want to get up and get it. But I usually just would put them like in a little bag and just stuff them all in the bag. But this has tabs, and so I can organize them by month. And I literally bought 5 of these so that I have one for this year and I have one for next year, but that I can also go through the bags of my receipts from the last few years and reorganize them in here, especially just in case I need to find an old receipt for some reason. At least it will be organized. And again, I just cannot tell you how much this has decreased my stress. Because sometimes, if you're anything like me, there are things that stress us out that we don't even really notice. And so sometimes the more self-aware we become, especially like with little things in our surroundings, then we might be able to realize like, you know what? That might seem silly or it might seem small, but honestly, it stresses me out a little bit. And so I just kind of realized that having all my receipts just kind of everywhere, and then when I finally gather them, I put them just in a bag. Honestly, that doesn't make me feel the best. You know, even if it's something that kind of seems a little small, it doesn't make me feel the best. And so if I could just buy something like this, again, that's not very expensive, and I can just have them organized, it might help me feel a little calmer and a little less stressed. And that is the whole goal of everything that God is working in my life right now. That is like one of the goals, is to add some calm. There are a few other goals as well, but one is to add some calm in my life. And honestly, something like this helps me feel a little bit calmer. Again, I'll have these linked below. When I bought my first one, it was $10-ish, but when I bought the other 4, they were having a 50% off sale. And so I got the rest of them for $5 each. And these are nice. They're pretty big, but I have a lot of receipts. And so this fits all my receipts. Obviously there's smaller ones too, if that's all you need, but I will have these linked below. So I don't know if these are gonna be $5 or $10, but regardless, just super helpful for me. And obviously this could even organize more than just receipts, but I just use these for receipts, but it could organize a bunch of stuff. Anything that's like paper-ish. But anyway, good purchase for sure. Okay, the next one is this, again, $10-ish, maybe 12. I think it was around $10 on Amazon. This is a coin purse. So if you've been with me the last few months, you would know that over the summer, I was doing the cash envelope system. I'm not currently doing that right now, but I was for a while. And I had all of my cash in, you know, like paper envelopes. And it made me realize how annoyed I get when I need to find change. Because it's either at the bottom of the envelopes or at the bottom of my purse, and I'm doing one of those things where I'm shaking my purse and I'm trying to find change. And I just was like, you know what? There can be a way to make this a little bit calmer. Okay, like there's a way to decrease that stress. That's an unnecessary stress. There are just so many things in my life personally that cause me stress that are unnecessary and that have easy and quick and inexpensive changes that, again, I just haven't done. It's like I've almost punished myself for a long time. And so this, I'm like, you know what? Even though I'm not doing the cash envelope system anymore, I still do pay in cash sometimes. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me get just a little coin purse off of Amazon for around $10. And this print is so cute. I love the brown. And it also has a keychain just in case I want to clip it somewhere. And so now I just keep my change and a little bit of cash in here. Do I still have to like move around the change a little bit to find what I'm looking for? Yes, but it's in such a smaller compartment and I know that all my change is in here. And so I'm not like digging through my purse. You know what that's like. If you carry a purse, you know what it's like to like shake your purse and then stick your hand in there and try to find some change. I don't have to do that. I can just take this out and just look through. Here, look, a quarter. I found one. And so honestly, again, just something that has decreased a little bit of stress that I didn't even realize was causing me stress. But then once I realized it, I was like, okay, Katie, buy a coin purse. And I love it. And I think it's really cute too. Okay, so I got that. The next thing, this is a big one, especially if you're someone who suffers from a certain type of anxiety or depression, you might really connect with this one. I bought new socks. And I also bought new underwear, but that's in my drawer. I'm not going to show that. But I bought new socks and I bought new underwear because I was living on like 3 or 4 pairs of socks. And then the rest of my socks were either like super, super dirty that like I couldn't really clean them, or they were like really pilly at the top. And so I was really only going through like 3 or 4 pairs of socks. And then my underwear, I've had the same underwear for years. And I literally noticed that one pair like has holes in them. And I'm like, Katie, you're allowed to buy new underwear and you're allowed to buy new socks. Like you're allowed to do that. I ended up getting this pack of 6 that ranges from like white to brown to black. I got this on Amazon. And then I also just got a pack of 3 just white socks. Then I also got a pack of 6 like no-show socks or like really, really low socks. And I prefaced this one by saying, especially if you have a certain type of anxiety or depression, you might know what I'm talking about. But honestly, that kind of goes with a lot of this stuff. But I was specifically thinking of it with the socks and the underwear because sometimes we live where there are these little stressors or these little pain points, but we don't do anything about it. I don't know if you relate, but I've just done that in so many areas of my life. And then when I realized, it's like, Katie, you wear socks not every day, but semi-often. Why do you only have 3 pairs? Like, you're allowed to get more, you know? And again, I just think that sometimes I've almost punished myself, or I don't know. I don't really know where a lot of that came from. It might be like my depression that God is definitely working on. Like, my depression is so much lighter than it used to be because God is lightening my heart and helping with my mental health so much. Going to church, praying more, listening to worship music, reading my Bible every day, and focusing more on God and Jesus has drastically changed my life. Like, I've been a Christian for 8.5, almost 9 years, but I've just gone through, you know, some seasons where maybe I was not as focused as other seasons, but the last few months I've been so much more focused, and honestly, it has lifted so much of my anxiety and my depression. I still have some work to do, and I think that God is still going to continue to change parts of my life, but there are also just some actionable steps that I can take. And one of them literally is like, Katie, you're allowed to buy socks. It's okay. And so it was weird that I was just putting it off for a while. Like, some of these things I just put off for so long. I literally got a ring light after over 8 years of doing YouTube. Like, some things I just put off, and some things, here's the thing, I'm pretty minimalistic. So some things I'm like, oh, I just don't need that. I just don't need that. It's fine. But there are other things where it would benefit my life or decrease my stress, and I still don't buy them. And that's where it's like, why do I do that? And so, you know, the last couple months, I've been trying to change my mindset around that kind of stuff. And so I've just purchased a couple new things to, you know, take the actionable steps that are connected to my emotional changes that God has been making through me. And yeah, so anyway, I got new socks. I got new underwear. I'll have these all linked because I got them on Amazon. Okay, and then one of the next things, I only have a few left. This I got at the Dollar Tree. So it's $1.25. And this is just a little whiteboard. Okay, again, something that has just like added a little bit of like organization to my life. And so I bought 2 of these, one for the bathroom, which is this one, and one for the kitchen. So the one for the bathroom, I wrote out my skincare routine for every single day because some of my skincare I use every day. And then some of my skincare you're only supposed to use a couple times a week, or some things you're not supposed to mix. And so a couple weeks ago, I spent, you know, like a half hour or so doing some research on my skincare to see which ones I can't mix and blah, blah, blah. And I came out with like a little schedule for my skincare, and I just have this in my bathroom. I definitely spelt this wrong, but I haven't changed it yet. So let's do that now. This is supposed to be YL, but I had LY and noticed it the other day and just didn't change it. But again, that's one of the things I'm working on too, because sometimes I procrastinate. And again, some things like the spelling of this doesn't really matter because I know what it is. But even though it doesn't matter, it'll take 2 seconds and then it'll be correct. I'm just reminding myself, and I'm learning that I'm allowed to like show up for myself and take care of myself in certain ways, which some people might not struggle with that, but that has definitely been something that I've struggled with for a while. So anyway, I made this little list of my skincare. And then the one that I have in the kitchen, I'm writing down when I open something that might expire after a week or so. For example, the vegan cheese, I have a lot of food allergies, so the cheese that I eat is vegan cheese. And once you open it, you're supposed to have it open for 7 to 10 days. And there have been so many times that I'm like, wait, when did I open this cheese? I don't remember. Has it been 7 days? Has it been 9? I don't remember. And so again, I'm like, okay, Katie, buy a whiteboard and then just write it down. So now when I open a thing of cheese, or when I open a thing of my coconut milk, just really some things that you're only supposed to have open for about a week or so, I'll just write it on the whiteboard. And then I don't have to like question and rack my brain for, oh my goodness, when did I open that? I can't remember. I just wrote it down. Easy. And yes, I could have done that on my phone or something, but I like having like the whiteboard on the fridge. And so I just remember when I open hummus, okay, write it down. When did I open that? And so that has been pretty helpful. And so, okay, one other thing for the kitchen is that I got new frying pans. I think I maybe showed these in 1 or 2 of my recent cooking videos, but if you watched a lot of my cooking videos from the last few months, you may have noticed that my pans were just looking a little rough. They were just looking a little rough. And honestly, when I first got them, I'm sure they worked fine. It's been a little over a year, but I at least noticed the last few months that they just were not working as well. A lot of things were sticking and like the cooking was a little off. And I had 2 pans and one of them like warped or something. So it was always wobbling. And again, I just dealt with it because I'm like, no, they're my pans. I'm just going to deal with it. And then again, I was like, no, Katie, it's okay. You can buy new pans. Like pans don't last forever, especially like these nonstick ones. Like you might have to buy them every year, or maybe every couple of years, depending on quality and how expensive and stuff they are and how you take care of them. But at least mine, they just didn't last very well after, like the year mark or so. And so I went to TJ Maxx and I got this one. This is an 11-inch, and I also got the 9.5-inch matching one. And literally when I started using these a couple weeks ago, I was like, wow, things don't stick. And I know that nonstick is not great. This is the ceramic one. I understand that like stainless steel and cast iron are potentially healthier and better. But at least where I'm at right now in my life, I'm okay with these nonstick ones. But yeah, even now, it's been a couple weeks and I'm still excited that like things aren't sticking and that washing them is super easy. I don't have to like super scrub it. I just have to rinse it and scrub it and wash it, but it's just so much easier. And so yeah, this was another one of those things that every time I cooked, my pans would kind of bother me, but it still took me several months to actually just go and buy new pans. And so again, it's just something that I've struggled with, but I'm working on it. If I notice that something is bothering me, here's the thing, there are certain things that they're bothering me and I immediately fix them. And so this is why it's a little confusing, like a part of my personality where like certain things, if it bothers me, I fix it immediately. But certain other things, especially the smaller things, either I don't notice that they bother me, and so that's probably why it's taking me a long time. But some things I noticed, like my pans, I noticed that they were bothering me, but I just was still like, nah, just deal with it, just deal with it. And then it's like, no, I'm changing my mindset a little bit. And so I'm like, no, Katie, again, I'm allowed to spend a little bit of money on new pans. I got those at TJ Maxx. And so I don't know if I can link them. If I can find them online, I will link them. But they are the brand Masterclass Premium Cookware. And they look like this. And this one was like $17, I think. And the smaller one was like $13. So I got both for like $30. And I love them. I love them. Definitely decreased my stress for sure. I love them. Okay, and then the last thing is not a home item, but I still want to share it with you because it is something that like I'm excited about. It's this new perfume. And so recently I was thinking, oh, I kind of want to wear perfume more. Like I wonder how that'll make me feel. Like maybe that will help me feel a little bit more put together. Like I've talked about recently how I bought some new clothing items to elevate my style a little bit. And even if I'm still wearing a t-shirt and jeans, at least they fit me well and I really like them, And so I elevated my style a little bit and, bought some new pieces. And then I was like, you know what? I wonder if I get a new perfume, if that would also like make me feel a little bit different, And so I actually got 2 perfumes recently. One is definitely more of a summer scent. It is the Replica Sailing Day, I think, and I love that one, but it's a little more summery. And so I wanted to get more of like a winter scent. And so I just recently, just a couple weeks ago, got the Fleur Missing Person, and I just got the little travel size, but I love this. It smells, oh my goodness, it smells so like warm and cozy and inviting. And it is just something that I've been enjoying. And so I just wanted to share it, even though the rest of the stuff is more like home items. I mean, I use this in my house, so does that count as a home item? Anyway, this smells so good. It smells so good. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed hearing some of my current favorites / some of the things that have been decreasing my stress a little bit and helping me stay a little organized recently. Because I really do think that being organized, decreasing your stress, feeling calm, I do think that some of those can take some changes within like your surroundings, whether that's buying some stuff to organize or just even keep your stuff organized day to day better, or buying new pans or buying new underwear or something like that. I guess underwear is not a home item either. I was like, oh, this is not a home item, but I'm going to include it anyway. But socks and underwear aren't a home item either, but they're included anyway. So what was I even saying? Oh yeah, sometimes it can be helpful to either reorganize or to purchase something new to help with that mindset of feeling calmer. But I really do think that also a lot of it is working on your mindset. So I am working on both. And so I hope that you enjoyed just hearing some of these items. Again, I'll have them all, or as many as I can find, linked in my description. And I hope that you've been enjoying this series over the last few weeks of like reorganizing my brain and reorganizing my life and adding some calm to my life as well. I hope that you've been enjoying this. And so yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.